the bigger picture is into what Keith was talking about a minute ago. The bigger picture is that the ECB's negative rates have made it basically impossible for Deutsche's core business to make money, and their investment bank has been struggling under decreasing volumes and reduced profitability for years, and they really only have a few sort of core businesses that are good left. One of them being asset management, and so the challenge is really that when you're thinking about Deutsche Bank and you're thinking about the risk that it poses, really you want to come back to looking at its credit default swap rates. And as of the end of 2015, they were down around 100 basis points. That's on the 5-year tenor, which is sort of the industry standard. And those have since backed up to anywhere between 220 and 250 basis points on any given day or week here over the last couple of months. And so we're not quite at that 300 level, but we're certainly trending higher, and that's kind of the point. And if I were out there sort of thinking about risk and thinking about sort of global interconnected risk, I would be, just every day I'd take a quick peek at DB's 5-year tenor CDS, which, by the way, you can pull off the web pretty easily, and just keep an eye on it, because as it trends higher, that probability of risk and sort of global interconnected danger goes up a lot. Because one thing people don't realize is that Deutsche Bank's kind of a small bank now by market cap. It's only about 15 billion or so in market cap. But as a counterparty, it is still one of the largest banks in the world. It's actually got about $50 trillion with a T in gross derivatives exposure. Now, they sort of use sort of cross-netting agreements to whittle that down to 10 to 20 billion on the balance sheet, which looks almost like nothing. But the reality is they've got $50+ trillion of gross notional exposure and derivatives risk that they are the counterparty to, right? I mean, the German GDP is like 3.7 trillion. So you're talking about a bank that's got 14 times the country's domestic product at risk on its books. Being at risk here for some kind of crisis.